McGrath just revealed her Holiday 2022 collection. And oh my goodness, if it is massive, that Celestial Nirvana collection. Honestly, the collection looks just so beautiful and truly puts me on the mood for, okay, holiday is coming. I'm ready for it. Well, I'm not so ready for it. As you can tell, I mean, it's still warm outside, but this collection honestly feels like holiday. I mean, what a way to create a holiday collection. But today I'm gonna go ahead and dissect this collection. We're gonna talk about each of the products. There's a few eyeshadow palettes, a few new products that we haven't seen before. I mean, it's a massive collection. So let me just scooch to this side right here. As you can tell, I'm ready with Pat McGrath right here. I'm just like super, super excited. And let's start first with the Mothership Mega Celestial Nirvana palette. So this is the third year that Mother Pat is bringing us another one of these massive eyeshadow palettes, which I think they are fantastic because it's a really good way, if you are not familiar with Pat McGrath in general, this is a really, really nice way to get to know her eyeshadow formulations. Usually on these palettes, you don't get astral shades, but you get a really nice assortment of shades between mattes and shimmers and metallics. Well, this new Celestial Nirvana palette comes with 18 different shades, and the layout is not like this a little bit, well, this is not scattered, you know, it just have the Pat McGrath logo in the middle. It looks a lot more in terms of how it's laid out like the first palette, which I decided to skip because it was basically two repeated palettes from the Star Wars collection. I did a full kind of like, Mother Pat, what are you doing repeating so many shades? And she was just giving us like, I think like 3 shades, new shades. For those who we collect her eyeshadow palette, so for me it was like a total skip. But anyhow, going back to this Celestial Nirvana palette, 18 different shades, and I really like the way that is grouped. So it does have a neutral definition kind of section with 6 eyeshadows. Yeah, so definitely 2 matte, one that is a brown shade, one is a nudie tone, like a lighter tone of brown. Then there is one that looks very like a sparkly shimmer. It seems to be kind of like an astral shade in a way, but it's not a duochrome or a multi-chrome, but very sparkly. So I think we're going to receive an astral shade on this palette. Then there is a beautiful pink tone on the very top right next to the brown shade. And then this matte green, like a very deep regal kind of green, very, very intense, which is a green shade that we're going to see so much in fashion this fall and winter season. I mean, I already see it in so much like clothing, shoes, accessories, and she's bringing it to us in this format. She has had another greens on a Mothership palette, the one that I have back here, but it's a natural shade. This one is not, it's a full matte shade. So if you want to create a very grungy kind of look, but it's still not cool tone, but more a little bit what it seems like a little bit more leaning to the neutral, perhaps even to the warmer tones, this will give it to you. Then there is the cool section with 6 eyeshadows in a blue violet tone. Wow, this looks so beautiful. A matte navy shade that looks super intense. Now, to make a navy shade, it's hard. It's not easy. Anything that is blues, purples, lilacs, that's not easy. And then right next to that navy shade, I think that's also another astral shade, or at least a very sparkly, intense shade that is kind of like lilac in tone that will go amazing with that blue shade. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. The shade at the bottom of the navy shade, it looks a little bit warm in tone for this cool side. Honestly, I don't know if it will have a flip or not, but it looks a little bit more kind of like a warm bronze pinky in tone. Then we have a totally amazing magenta matte shade, and then a beautiful purple matte shade too. But then there is this gorgeous, and that's why I try to do this kind of blue look, because inspired by this palette, is this stunning. It looks like a gorgeous sky blue shimmery shade. Looks amazing. I mean, I cannot wait to try that shade. It's so, so beautiful. And talking about the blue one, it kind of reminds me to this shade. This was one of her first eyeshadow quads with astral shades, and it's the shade that I'm using right now here on my eyelid. It is gorgeous. So to see this baby blue shade on this new palette, it just gave me all the things. And last year's palette, this palette right here, was honestly amazing, and it's still available. I think at her website it's still available. I have seen it. So if you didn't get it, it's a palette that I will highly recommend. I mean, if you're debating, I don't know, obviously I'm going to be reviewing the new palette and then let you know, which one is best, or what are the difference basically. And then we have that warm crimson fuchsia, starting with a matte crimson shade, lovely shade. Then there is kind of like an orangey tone, very interesting, this section. Honestly, very, very interesting. Then there is a pink, very like kind of like babyish pink with some depth. I mean, like we know, Pat McGrath, she loved her pink shades. Divine Rose, I mean, it has been like that forever, right? And then we have some champagne tones, another gold shade. We know Pat McGrath, she will always give us not even one, but two or more gold shades. But if we take a deep, close look about this palette, honestly, friends, a lot of the shades on this palette are very wearable. We have brown, nudes, we have, yes, champagnes, golds, light pink, and we just have, honestly, just a few pops here and there of color between the green, the navy blue, the shimmery sky blue shade, and then, yeah, I mean, overall, I feel that it's, if we take those shades out and we cover them, the whole palette is very wearable, very wearable. And these palettes usually, there's no price as of when I'm posting this video, but usually these palettes are not like super, super expensive as her Mothership palettes. They are usually less than that, way less than that, like below, I think usually they are like $70, something like that. I don't know the price as of right now. I will be leaving though all the details of this collection. If you want to have early access to this collection, I will be leaving the link on the description box below, and definitely I will keep you updated whenever it drops, when we have a solid date, or even put it here on the screen or on the description box below too. So make sure you're subscribed to my channel, because I also post those things on my community tab, on my Instagram, and I now am a little bit more a little bit more active on TikTok. So anyhow, going back to this collection, there are another two palettes in this new format of 5-pan palette. Before, we have seen something like that from Pat McGrath. It was obviously plasticky. This one has the beautiful cover, and to be honest with you, these two eyeshadow queens are the ones that are calling my name so, so much. One, it is a gorgeous cool tone palette that is just taking my breath away, and is something that, oh yes, these are palettes that are gonna be super easy if you're thinking about, I mean, holiday season is the time of gifting, so it's not only something for you obviously to try the brand, but if you want to give, I mean, like these palettes, they look really beautiful. Then we have a more, not warm tone palette, neutral tone palette with a hint of pink uh, in this shimmery shade. Now, these, let's see, the name of these palettes. Let's go in order right here. Nude Allure is a warm nude bronze palette, and that one is the one that has the pink shade. It only has what it seems like one matte shade, and then all the rest are either shimmer or metallics, but they look very, very foil. And then the second, the cool tone 5-pan palette, is called Bronze Bliss, with a cool platinum bronze. Wow. And again, just one matte shade. So you are gonna get a very, very much a holiday look with these palettes. I actually very excited about these palettes, and I love that she also includes a mirror in these palettes, even though that I'm thinking, I mean, like, again, we don't know size yet, but I'm thinking that it's not going to be like super big, super large, but yes, very nice. Now, in terms of packaging, I mean, this is what it seems like it's gonna be, that new holiday collection. We're steering away from these beauties right here that we saw at the beginning when she was launching her first holiday collections, and they were all astral shades on these beautiful quads, which I wish in a way that she will come back with those, but these palettes, decoration is beautiful. And then again, let's think about that the holiday season is also a time for gifting. And you, as a brand, you have to think, okay, people, what we always buy? Unless you are a fanatic of color, a majority of the percentage of clients, they usually get nude palettes, whether warmer tones, neutral tones, or cool tones, but that's the tendency. And if you want to attract new clients, new customers, and for them to know your formulation, then hello, this makes total sense. I mean, like, let's get them something that looks very pretty, practical, that you can try my formula. And then, if you love my formula, then you're going to stay, you're going to be my client forever and ever. So, I mean, I don't blame brands bringing so many very predictable nudie tones for holiday collection, because again, it's a double game. It's one, what is easy for gifting to somebody else that perhaps they are not adventurous with color, that something as big as this will be overwhelming, and getting more clients. So, and then on this collection we have two Divine Blush and Glow Cheek palettes. Oh my goodness, a mix of bestsellers plus new shades. So I think the first palette is called Nude Venus, and the new shades are Divine Rose 3 and Sunset Nectar. So two new shades. And then Divine Rose is the second palette with three new shades: Desert Orchid number 2, Nude Nectar, and Peony Rose. I mean, these palettes look just fantastic. Do I need all of them? No, absolutely not. But oh my goodness, this is gonna be hard. I think that I like both. I like both. Perhaps the one at the top, it will be something more versatile for my skin tone. But hear me out. This is the thing that I like about Pat McGrath, is how she's able to deliver on all her compositions for various skin tones. I mean, across the board, it's something that can cater for many skin tones. And if this is the same formulation of the first blushes that she launched, I think these are going to be a hit. Or if it's the formulation of the, you remember the little drum from the Bridgerton collection? Oh my goodness, that will be something else. And now, a couple other things that got me really excited here are the Sublime Skin Highlighter, Venusian Nude, a peach nude with silver sparkle. I honestly do not recall if she has launched this same shade before. I love the embossing of the heart and Pat McGrath label in the middle. It reminds me to this one over here. This is Lunar Nude, which is kind of like a baked gelée formulation. Very blinging and a beautiful formula. I mean, stunning. Stunning. I'm excited. I'm very excited about these. Oh my goodness. This highlighter looks fantastic. And then there's a second, but this is a Divine Blush, Nude Venus 2. I think that's a new shade because we have, I'm pretty sure, Nude Venus, but not Nude Venus 2. This is a peach nude with a stained pearl finish. I'm wondering if for those who have deeper complexions, they may be able to use it as a highlighter. I don't know, but it looks very beautiful. Now, the only thing, I do have enlarged pores on the front right here, and I don't like shimmery kind of highlighters, but if it has a satin finish, I love those too. So now the embossing itself is nothing out of this world, to be honest with you, but I mean, it's okay. I think what takes my heart and my breath away is definitely the highlighter. Definitely, that looks beautiful. And then on the lacquer packaging, which is, I mean, it's just so stunning. I have here, well, this is the gold one, but it's just so luxurious. It makes for a gorgeous present too. The collection also comes with two lipsticks. And then for the lipstick shades, there's a new shade. Nude Venus is a nude coral, and then Forbidden Love is a classic red, like your OG kind of red. And Forbidden Love has been in the collection of Pat McGrath for years, so perhaps you have it already in your collection. But this particular casing is just for this holiday. Very beautiful, ornated, and even the bullet of the lipstick, it has the embossing of the crown. It looks stunning. Now, what it seems like is that the nudie tone may be a little bit more of like a satin shade, or perhaps no, they're both matte trans lipsticks. Okay. And then something very new for Pat McGrath. Oh my goodness, look at these mascaras. And is this Alicia from Kinky Sweat? Alicia Archer? Oh my goodness. We know that Alicia, I think, is perhaps one of the very few content creators that receive Pat McGrath PR. And I mean, if it's her, I'm just so happy for her. She's amazing. I mean, I think it's her. I don't know. I have no clue. But here we have three mascaras, and it's the same formulation, her Dark Star mascara, that is supposed to give you a lot of volume, definition, but lots and lots of volume, but in these like very vibrant shades: ultraviolet blue, aquamarine dream, and pink mystique. Now these are something that it will be honestly a waste for me to buy them, because I'm not gonna use color mascara. I mean, at the most, if I was to use a color mascara, it will be brown, but not these shades. So that's something that it could be very editorial, but not, honestly, not for me. Although I appreciate the thought, and like celebrating and again embracing everybody, because you see, Pat McGrath is catering those boring people like myself, that we are just gonna we go with the nude tones and the very classic kind of style of makeup. But those who are more adventurous and they want to play with colors, and those makeup artists that they want to do editorial and they want to have something from Pat McGrath, I mean, like, she's catering for everybody. That's what she's doing, and I love that. This is the way to do a holiday collection. Oh, there's also a velvet kohl eyeliner in extreme black. It's back by popular demand. So this was something that she released. Oh yeah, she released this. Didn't she release one that it was called Black Coffee too? I don't remember. But anyhow, it's coming back in the limited edition. I mean, the packaging is the outer packaging, the carton box. And then there's classic from Pat McGrath. She has these little mini kind of sets. One has a duo of the Divina lips, but tiny ones, in Nude Venus and Temptress. And then there's a mini Nude Venus lip trio with Nude Venus lipstick, a gloss, and a lip pencil. So if you want something for like a stocking stuffer, something tiny, maybe perhaps you're giving it, I don't know, a teenager, that is just starting with makeup and you just want to create a little something. I mean, I think that's super cute. Imagine with one of the eyeshadow palettes. But yes, my friends, yes, this is the massive, amazing. I mean, I think Pat McGrath just kill it. Just kill it with this. What a holiday collection. I mean, this is holiday. It's not boring. It's full. It caters for so many people of different skin tones, of different likes, of different needs. For those who we like a smaller palettes or larger palettes, doesn't matter. Will I review this collection? Yes, I will be reviewing it, and I think that's the important factor right here. Why I'm doing this video is because I want to hear your feedback. What products you really want me to review from this collection? There's products that I have my heart on and I'm like, okay, yes, I'm getting them, but I think it's just the most important part is to hear your feedback. Which products are you excited for? Which products you want to see I review? Which products you want me to compare? Which ones with which? Because I know you may think, okay, are there more repeated shades right here on the eyeshadow palettes? We don't know. It's kind of like unclear and vague as of right now. If I find out more, I will let you know. That's for sure. And I don't want to leave without letting you know that Pat McGrath has opened her vault, basically palettes that she quote unquote discontinued or were not available to purchase anymore. They had come back, so they are now back in stock and it's for a limited time only. In addition, they are on sale too. There's a lot of discounts on her website from not only the eyeshadow palettes, lipsticks, there's like sets that they are discounted. I will be leaving them on the description box below too. What's next here on my channel? I'm gonna be giving you all the details of Chanel's, yeah, because you know I'm a Chanel lover. Chanel Holiday 2022 collection. I have all the details for you. That video is coming right up to you after this video, or perhaps even before this video, because that collection is also launching very soon. And not only that, but I'm gonna give you my review and all the details on these beauties from Charlotte Tilbury. Is her Pillow Talk Beautifying Face Palettes. Yes, you'll see these on my channel very soon, in a couple days from now, okay? So make sure you're subscribed to my channel. Make sure you ring that post notification bell, because believe me, you don't want to miss any of my uploads. Check my description box below for early access links. Stay in communication. Come and follow me on my Instagram at HeyIsJackeline. And if you're on TikTok, come and follow me at Hey Jackeline. Thank you so much for your time. I hope you're doing excellent. And until the next time, I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful day. Bye-bye.